My name is Stephen Doc Hunsley, and I'm the Special Needs and People Care Pastor at Grace Church in Overland Park, Kansas. I'm a retired pediatrician, former children's pastor, and a parent of a child with special needs. My son Mark was born with Dravet syndrome, a very rare genetic seizure disorder, and he was also autistic. He was cured at the age of 5.5 when he was born into heaven, and he is now spending eternity in heaven with Jesus. The Big C Church as a whole is doing a poor job ministering to families with special needs. Being a parent of a child with special needs is an exhausting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year job without a break. That is why the current divorce rate for families with special needs is 90%. If you add medical issues like seizures on top of this, the rate jumps to 95%. Just being a parent brings its own level of stress and anxiety. But if you have a child with special needs, then it goes without saying that your entire family deals with additional pressure in your daily life. And the caregiver stress is a whole different problem to deal with. The stress of having a child with a disability is unfathomable. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know whether you're making the right choices. And often, you don't know how you're going to pay for all the services that your child now needs. Add to that the exhaustion of those sleepless nights, and you've got people who are under an overwhelming amount of stress. Sadly, many wonderful parents feel that they lack competence in dealing with their child with special needs. It can be strange, alienating, and depressing to feel like your instincts are wrong when it comes to interacting with your own child, because they don't respond or interact like other children. Taking an individual with special needs out into the community can be a huge source of stress for parents. People may stare, make comments, or fail to understand any mishaps or behaviors that may occur. I have even been told by strangers that I was not just a bad parent, but a horrible parent, because I could not control my son who was in the middle of having a meltdown. Feeling like they cannot socialize or relate to others, parents of children with special needs may experience a sense of isolation from their friends, relatives, and community. This includes church, the very place that many families try to come to fill their spiritual tank is the same place that tells families that they need to go somewhere else because they are not equipped to handle special needs in their facility. Some families have been asked to leave 4 or 5 churches before they have found one that welcomed them. Some, they just give up. Here's a very interesting piece of trivia. 75% of Jesus' miracles in the Bible were done on those with disabilities. Jesus ran the very first special needs ministry. Jesus was the very first special needs pastor. A special needs ministry can be misunderstood. The primary misunderstanding is that most people believe that the main purpose of a special needs ministry is to provide child care for individuals who are different. In fact, 90% of families with special needs don't attend any church. Why? Because families fear that the staff and volunteers at the church will not be able to adequately care for the needs of their child, or they just don't feel accepted. They are afraid of being a burden to the church. The special needs ministry exists to impart the Word of God in the hearts of all individuals in an engaging and understandable manner, and to teach them to love, to know, and to honor God. The church needs to be a place of refuge for families with special needs, where the parents know that their child is being loved on. Let me say that one more time. The church needs to be a place of refuge for families with special needs, where the parents know that their child is loved on. The special needs ministry should minister to the entire family by providing a place for their child with special needs to worship and learn about God. The special needs ministry allows the parents to relax and get their spiritual gas tank filled as well. The current statistics for 2014 show that 1 out of every 6 children in the United States have special needs. If you have a church with more than 6 children, you more likely than not have special needs in your church. Autism is currently 1 out of every 63 births. The percentage of American boys with red hair is roughly equal to the percentage of boys diagnosed with autism. These numbers continue to grow at alarming rates, and the church needs to embrace these families and be prepared. The primary goal for a special needs ministry is to allow families to be able to worship as a family and know that their individual with special needs will be included and learn about Jesus. This can be done in a variety of ways, from providing buddies for individuals with special needs during every service to offering respite nights for the family at some point. Every church needs to be more like Jesus and accept and welcome individuals with special needs in their church. What are you and your church going to do about it?